What's up, people? Welcome back to Shed Show. It's been a little while since I made a video, and I think if I were to explain why in one word, that word would definitely be depression. If it was two words, it would be mental illness, to just cover more. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that today. I want to talk UFC. This is something I'm going to do more often because I'm a huge fan of the UFC. I follow it religiously, and it would be nice to turn that into something, positive, because I love to watch and listen to people talk about this stuff if they know what the fuck they're talking about. Ben Askren is having a boxing match against Jake Paul. I hate this. I hate everything about it. Celebrities like Jake Paul are unavoidable. It's like, I never asked to know about this dumb shit and these fucking shitty people, but you don't have a choice. These celebrities and their drama are just basically everywhere, and, like the number one pop song of the day, you can't get away from it. But MMA doesn't intersect with that type of world too much, and MMA is a world unto itself, and I don't want him in it. Straight up, I don't want Jake Paul in this world. So, not being a hater, but Jake Paul, if you could please not affiliate yourself with mixed martial arts whatsoever, I'd appreciate it. Jake Paul and, all the type of energy he brings with him, it's too lowbrow, even for a combat sport. And speaking of low brows, let's talk about Ben Askren, the B side of the fight. This man does not have a soul. I know Jorge talks that crazy shit about baptizing people and whatnot, so maybe he snatched his soul, man. Like, I don't know, but if Ben had any self-respect whatsoever, he would not be doing this. This is straight up getting paid to be humiliated. And if it's not obvious enough, let me explain, okay? I never followed Ben's career really at all until he entered the UFC just not that long ago and had 3 fights and then retired. And have you guys seen those fights? Remember Robbie Lawler dumping this dude on his fucking head and just walloping his face? Like, then of course we got the 3-second KO. They call it a 5-second KO, but it was definitely 3 seconds. Ben is what you call a specialist, and his specialty is wrestling. If you briefly take a look at his career of title belts and win streaks, you'll see that he beats every opponent pretty much the same way. He wrestles them. He waves his hands in their face, maybe even throws a little punch, and then he dives for the leg. And to his credit, in his prime, if he even got a hold of your foot, it was basically a guarantee that you're going to be dominated for the rest of the round. Specialists are a dying breed, but we still see successful specialists here and there. We definitely see people that are wrestling heavy be very successful, like, for example, Khabib. In a sense, he does something very similar. I mean, he puts some hands in your face and then he shoots for the leg. But Khabib, oppositely, showed later in fights that he could more than hold his own in the stand-up. Like, his style is weird as hell, but his shots land. And plus, you're trying to box the dude and anticipate a takedown at the same time. It's too much for every opponent he's had. It's too much. Askren, from his UFC debut, made it very clear that he was not going to be too much for anybody. So we got a fucking retired wrestler, aka body is fucked, back and neck are fucked, in his late 30s, fighting an aggressive, trained boxer in a boxing match. So not only is Ben 3 years behind on boxing training, he just fucking sucks at it already, and we already know that. We've seen him try and throw hands, and he is garbage. I don't know, this isn't rocket science. Like, Ben signed up to be humiliated in front of millions of people for money, and I got no respect for that.